Chalo. Saturday morning, for many of you, Friday night. I don't know how you guys are coming here and sitting right now. You should have plans, but still, we are here. Thank you so much for doing that. In today's session, as already have mentioned, we are going to do with the doubt clearing. We are going to start with the doubt clearing topics. If you have a question, let's start with this. If you don't have a question, then I will share my screen and I will show you the questions that I was talking about in yesterday's session, last session, not yesterday's session. So there were like three, four questions which were dependent on the Excel the Power BI file that we have been working on for Power Query Editor. Try to solve those. If you are able to solve those questions, it will be very helpful for you to finish off your assignment. This next 45 minutes, this next 50 minutes, it is going to be all for you just to practice your Power Query editing. Okay. If you have a doubts, if you have a questions, like have an open discussion about it, we will try to solve it. If there is anything that I don't know, I will ask you for some time and I will get back to you. But mostly, as we already have established that part, that Power Query Editor is something which is not just for Power BI anymore. It is for Excel and can be your next ETL software also. You can do almost everything through this process. That's going to be useful for you in your next job. So have extra attention on this topic. Yeah.
So Rishika, this morning somebody called me up. He is one of the ex-students, right? So it's a lady. I will tell you her name later because I don't want to take her name right now. She said, after doing Power BI, you know what I realized with Rashika? I realized that I was sitting for many years, and for the first time I heard about Power Query in Power Editor. I wish when I was learning Excel, I would have paid attention to Power Query Editor. So that way I would have been faster in Power BI. So I was surprised at that.
Even same with me. When I learned Alteryx, I also have a couple of certification with Alteryx and other ETL processes. So that time also, like, just because Power Query Editor was strong, I could even with the just glance, even with the one video of Alteryx, suppose I could understand what is it is asking us to do. So that's definitely the one plus point that we can go with for any other software again. Agree. Chalo. So as I said, this is for us. There is no Kahoot, first of all. And once our doubt clearing is done, by 9 o'clock, we are going to have our guest in our lecture. He's going to help you, guide you in many ways. You have any doubt, if you are from IT background, if you are not from IT background, if you are struggling to get your next call from interview, if you are struggling to find your next job, he is one of those person that I have seen doing everything from scratch. I have seen him struggle, I have seen him struggle for a month, but I never seen him discouraged. I'm not getting job and what should I do? I never seen him cry. I always saw him fight back. So he's somebody that going to help you figure out, because he has tried everything. Like whatever you said, even every day he come up with new idea, like how I'm going to be different than other public. So it is definitely going to be very helpful session for you. I hope you stay till then and listen to him. Not for you, probably for somebody who you know. You can guide that person because of him. Okay. But that will be the latter part of today's session. Right now, let's focus on doubt clearing. Let's focus on the new topics that we have to work on. And we are already with 15 students so far. Chalo. So I'm giving you next 2 minutes to collect your thoughts on Power Query Editor, to collect your thoughts on everything that we have done so far. After that, I'm going to start sharing my screen. Open your Power BI desktop, the last file that we have worked on, and start solving the question that is there on my screen. Okay. There are 4 or I guess 5 questions. Check one by one what do we have to do and start solving it. If you can solve it, it's great. After that, we will go forward to the scenario based and the PL300 question on Power Query Editor topic. And in between, whenever you find your issues, whenever you get any questions or doubt on those topics, we will discuss in between as well. And screen is shared. Okay, so your 2 minutes starts from now. I'm just collecting all of our topics that I want to talk about today.
Rashika, one very important thing I would like to just
Mm-hmm.
quickly mention here. So I am getting calls from students. Literally, I had 2 calls today. There were 2 or 3 calls from last week, and basically they were asking, at what point do, matlab, I have done a course from XYZ place or from Rashika. How do I know that I'm ready for certification? And my answer was, first of all, please, because I know they were coming from FOMO, fear of
Mm-hmm.
missing out.
Mm-hmm.
So I told them, see, guys, there will never be a time in your life for any technology, not just Powerway. There will never be a time where you feel perfect 100%. So first of all, don't try to aim for perfection. And I asked Akriti to write an article on that. She posted it on her LinkedIn. So I also said that first of all, avoid FOMO. Second point is कि once you have done your knowledge of concepts and you have done the class exercises and you have done the all the you have done some practice that will help you. And most importantly, please do not, because everybody finishes their class because then they get a little bit of gap to prepare their portfolio on the limited scope that's provided in the class. But many people at that point do not want to complete the portfolio, and that's their basic mistake. Because once they practice and in building a portfolio from the start, as if they were a company and the client is asking them for that. Once they complete that, then they once they do a portfolio, they have utilized all the features in there. Then, and they have done the practice. That's when they can feel that at least I'm somewhat ready for the exam, not before that. So I would strongly suggest, because we are spending like 4,800 or something like that in the Power BI certification, or
Correct.
maybe 50%, because so please don't be in a great hurry just because you're watching somebody in our showcase group saying, I have done it, I have done it, I have also done it. Somebody will say I did it in 3 days, somebody will say I did it in 15 days, somebody will say I did it in 2 months. Don't watch everybody's stories. Listen to everybody, but have your own perspective, your own judgment at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Rashika can guide you completely. I'm literally telling you, people that have followed Rashika's advice verbally and in real life, they have become successful. For example, look at Prem Sai. Prem Sai cleared the certification in 15-20 days because he was only focused on the class material and the exercise and the doubt clearing. And then he quickly did the portfolio. In 2 to 3 days, he did some small portfolio, limited scope, and then he cleared certificate. Lakshmi did the same way. So, guys, those are the examples in front of you. Having said that, I'll keep quiet for the rest of the class. Thank you.
No, it's no problem, sir. And so as going with the same Arun sir what said, when you want to give the examination, and I have heard this topic from many people here. Like I already started getting the question about it, like should I give the PL 300 or not? And the point that Arun sir mentioned, that are you ready or not? This particular criteria. Are you there or not to give that particular examination? To judge yourself, there are, like previously it was not there, but right now there are practice assessment tests, which is completely free of cost, available on Microsoft website. Try giving those exams whenever it's possible. You are just free sitting around and you want to understand like where your knowledge is standing, right, standing at that point.
Uh,
You can go
Sorry,
through those
Rashika.
practice assessment, and if you are getting more than 50%, 40, 50, 60%, suppose, so you are there, like you are getting the concepts and you are there. That's what your indication, that's what your indication with those marks.
Correct,
But if it is
correct.
not, then
Rashika, एक बात में
prepare.
खाली एक बात, one thing I would like to add in here is
Hmm.
कि some people, what they've done is they followed an advice of somebody, and they, not you but somebody outside, and uh, what they did was they did the practice test assessment test of Microsoft. तो उनको लगा, they felt that okay, now I have arrived, I have totally arrived, I am feeling overconfident.
Hmm.
So that's when I will say, when you're feeling overconfident, you are not ready. In my opinion, you are not ready. Always talk to a mentor. Talk to Rashika Kale. Talk to me. Talk to a guy called Sanjay Chandra,
Hmm.
because they will they will put a needle in your balloon and bust it. to a point that you are not overconfident, you are just right confident. Because people like Nilay was telling me, Nilay has practiced every single day for 2 3 hours, like every day he was practicing, and he had experience also. Even then he was telling me, Arun, when they change when they change the exam pattern this time, they have added scenarios, so it is getting difficult for me. And he says, and you can talk to him, these people are all available, they are real people, you can talk to them independently. Rashika will introduce you to them,
Yeah.
just like she's doing one with one person now. So I talked to Sanjay, I talked to Nilay. What they are saying is, with the change pattern, you want to do a portfolio. Without that, you don't feel overconfident. Just because you have taken the Microsoft assessment test does not mean that you are ready. So talk to somebody. After you feel that you are completely overconfident, talk to a mentor. Must. Thank
Yeah.
you. Bye.
Yeah. There is this process, like you have to judge yourself on certain criteria. Are you there? Are you with how's your understanding about the certain topics? There are many things that you have to think about before you plan to give the examination. Previously, it was like in the beginning, it was a free examination that you can get through the vouchers and stuff. But right now, it is completely paid. So instead of paying that much of amount, right in one go, let's wait, let's prepare, and then you can try it out. Chalo. I think you guys are ready. I hope you guys are ready with your questions, with your topics. Let me share my screen and show it to you, like what are the questions that I have. And on that basis, start building, start getting the answers, start solving the answers. And it will, let's see, we will have the understanding of your knowledge through that. I'm just sharing my screen. Yes. How do I? Just give me a moment, guys. Sorry. Mm, all right. I hope you all have opened your file from the yesterday's lecture. This is the topic. These were those questions. There are 4 questions. The data set is with you. You will understand. Try to solve this question and you will understand where you are lacking. Okay, this is all over the place. I am not telling you like what particular function you have to use or what particular feature you have to use to solve that question. Suppose read the question and try to figure out from which part of Power Query editor you are going to get this answer. Okay. So question number 1 says, team has asked for requirement where we need to provide details of brand name and rating. Okay. So you will find this table from product. Name product is the name of that table. The brand name column data is incorrectly formatted in terms of alphabet case. Make it to uppercase. Figure out how to get that uppercase column. So it is asking us to show us only brand name and rating. Brand name and rating, along with that, it is also asking us like what is like if it is not properly formatted with respect to alphabetical order, and we have to make it as per the uppercase format. Okay. Whenever you are ready with this question, do share the screenshot, like what is it that you have found out, and or whenever you think like you are not getting, like you are not understanding the question, that also ping me. Okay. If you don't know how to solve it, just give me the message like that, like you want it to be solved, and accordingly I will start answering that question. Let me open my file also. By the way, have you understood the question? Are you doing it? या मैं ऐसे ही time देके बैठूं? Give me the thumbs up if you are doing it, performing it. All right. I'm getting 2, 3. Okay. So just in case if you are there, if you're not there, any one of you, if you're not there in the class from yesterday's session, I'm going to share that file that I have worked on personally to you. Open that file. There is a data set that we have been working on, and data set that is the same data set from the last 3 lectures. So you just have to figure out, like, if this is a question in front of you, there is a brand name and there is a rating, how you are going to solve it. We have seen multiple features so far. Yesterday's lecture was just about data quality understanding, but before that lecture, there were many topics that we have done. So on that basis, an overall interface, it is all in front of you. Try to figure out how to get that answer. So if you are not there, suppose in yesterday's session, please ping me in person. I will share that file with you. So you can open that file, or if you have it already with you, like the same dataset file and same Power BI file, you just have to use the same one. Okay. So I have just shared it with someone. If anybody else wants this file, okay. So if you are not there, I have shared this file with you. Open this one. You will see the data set. Let me show you the data set. So there are supposed to be this many tables, data. By the way, one question to all of you. Now, if I'm sharing my report file with you, you all know this is with the import mode. Okay, import mode means we have got the data. We have already got the copy of the overall data that we have been using. But still, what else that you might have to do? If I'm sharing my Power BI file, what is the next, like what is one more thing that you probably have to adjust in your own report? Yeah, refresh is right. If you refresh it in my system, it will get refresh. Correct, Sagar. Data source setting. So if somebody is giving you a report and you know in future you have to do the refresh, you have to get the updated data. So you have to rearrange your data source setting. So I hope you already have this particular data file that was from lecture number 5, I guess, 4 or 5 it must be. There's supposed to be data at introduction to PQA. Here. Okay, so there is this data file in introduction to PQA, like that is on the very first day lecture, Power Query Editor. You will see this data. Just take the tables that you are seeing on my data page. Okay. Remaining table, they are just we have created those on the basis of the original tables only. Okay, so you have to arrange your data source setting, and it will be better. Even if you don't, it is not going to impact right now, but if you do, it will be better. That's what. So again, the question on the screen. Question number 1 should not take more than 2 minutes, you know. Okay, Sakshi is saying she is not understanding. Okay, one word is to one person has said that that person needs the assistance. Anyone who has solved it? किसी ने भी नहीं किया अभी तक? No one? Okay, Gayana is ready. So question, should I do it or do you want me to wait? Okay, I am seeing the thumbs up. So Ashutosh, have you done it? Question solved?
Yes.
Okay. So now, anyone who wants me to wait, like you are trying to solve it and you want me to wait, ऐसा कोई है या फिर should I go ahead and solve? Give me the thumbs up if you want me to start solving it. So Power Query Editor, think about it as a big white canvas with lots of features. When I'm saying features, each and every part of Power Query Editor is going to help you achieve something. It is going to help you do something. But as we have been understanding it from the last week, Power Query Editor is divided with respect to 2 or 3 elements. First of all, it is divided as per the table and column. There are features specific to table and there are features specific to column. Then there are features which are going to be at the ribbon as well. Okay, like what exactly we want to do. So let's see, and next third pointer, it's with respect to data type as well. If you have an integer data type, then what happens? Text data type, then what happens? And date data type, then what happens? So it is with respect to these 3 elements: column level information, table level information, and third one is your data type. As per the data type, you are going to see the different changes. Okay, we are good with that. Right now, our question is asking us to figure out something which says ki brand name is a column, and that brand name column is not having a perfect like alphabet case. Alphabet case means the way we write the way we write down it in English or something. So capital case or overall lower case, in that way. So they are saying ki brand name you have to rearrange it into uppercase form. So now what type of element that it is going to follow? So I told you column based, table based feature, and third one is data type feature. So out of these 3, what are the items that makes more sense to this scenario? Is it going to be a table based? Yes, no?
Yes, Rashmi. Oh, I mean column based.
Correct, Ashutosh. So the scenario relates to this question number 1 is, it is first of all column based case, and second of all it is related to data type. In our case, data type is text. We cannot uppercase the integer value. There is no possibility to do that. But with text items, text column, you can do that. So if I go back to my Power Query editor, so first of all, my task is to find out where is the brand name. So as I told you, brand name, you are going to find it in, we have the dim product, this one, and there is this brand name column. So this brand name column you can utilize, and we are going to convert this column in the uppercase form. So this is a column feature. If you right click here, there are options, multiple options. I have to find out how am I supposed to do the transformation of it into uppercase. So there is this change type. There is nothing about change type. There is this transform. So as per the data type, you will see what are all the options that are possible with that text column. So I want to do it uppercase. Just click on it and your column will be ready. That's it. What I did, it was hardly like 30 seconds of task. Select that column because it is a column based activity. We had to do something with our column set. After column, there is something about uppercase that I have to feature that I have to figure out. And that feature, we can do it from the transform tab. And by doing the transform, we can do the uppercase. That's it. This is the answer to your question number 1 right now. Transform data. Yeah, that is also the option. Transform data में भी जाके यहाँ पे in there is this formatting, I guess. Yes, here also you can do it. Right, Kaina. So whatever you see on like by right clicking here, these are the same options. You are going to find it on the screen. Okay. So any doubt in this process? Any question on this process? Are we clear? Did you understand like how to approach this kind of a scenario? What is the question to you and how you are supposed to approach it? Table based, because there are बहुत सारे options. There are so many options on your screen. You are supposed to find out where you are going to find it. Okay, your main task is to figure out like where you are going to find the feature that you need. So to find it out, either it will be a table level or it will be a column level, and on the basis of data type, it is going to give you the different results. Okay. Chalo, go ahead and let's do question number 2. Assign good to the new segment column who have given rating greater than or equal to 4. If it is 3, then it will be okay. Otherwise, we will assign low segment. So question, it says that we have to add a new column named as segment. Okay. So we are having a new column named as segment. This is the name of that new column. If your rating is greater than 4, then it is good. If your rating is 3, then it will be named as okay. And if your rating is anything other than that, it's supposed to be named as low. So there are 3 conditions. Okay. To give you the heads up, it is going to be your conditional column. In the conditional column, there are 3 different statements you have to solve. If it is greater than or equal to 4, if it is equal to 3, and if it is anything other than that. Are we clear about the question? Let's take next 5 minutes.
I
Yes.
have one small doubt.
Uh-huh.
When we are giving condition for 3, like less than 3 or greater than 3, so should we consider like 3.5 also, something like that, that decimal?
Actually, it will consider 3 to 4, like whatever it will be in between, it will be considered as well. But integer is what we usually use, 3, and if your column represents the decimal point, you can try it out. I have never tried it out like practically, so check it out if it is possible. Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
So there are 3 conditions, everyone. A new column, 3 conditions, and figure out like how you are going to work on 3 conditions. In class, we have done or worked on a 2 conditional level, a new conditional column with the 2 different scenarios. Okay? It's 8:32. Let's take 3 minutes and let me know. After that, I will start solving it. In dim product itself, yeah, wherever your rating column is, Chitra. I also have to check it out. Where is your rating column is? So if it is in dimension product, so that's where you have to perform it. Okay. Whenever you are ready with the answer, you can give the thumbs ups. Okay. Okay. Prachi is done. Perfect. Ashutosh is good. Chalo, Bhavya is done. Anybody else? Last 1 minute. After that, I will start solving it. Chalo, chalo. Chitra is also done. Anybody else? Where are you facing issues? Like all the other people who is not done yet, try to tell me like where do you think you are getting stuck? What is your pain point right now? Is it something about features that you are not able to pinpoint the feature like which we have to use? Is it about the understanding what's exactly happening and how to solve? Like what is the case for you all? Anyone? I'm asking this question to the people who are not able to do it. If there is any other reason, please send it to me in person. But if you are in the class, I'm expecting you to follow like what everybody else is following. Third question we have already done in our class. Create two columns. That is about split column. Okay, Sakshi has finished it. So try to go with other pattern, Ashutosh. So we have seen split by column, but we haven't seen split by position or split by what is there other items for the split. So split by number of characters and position. Try to perform those. They are also interesting. Like you will like it how it works.
Okay, thanks.
Chalo. So I'm going to solve this question now. I'm not sure like if there is any doubt, any question that you are facing. So scenario it says, if it is greater than or equal to 4, it will supposed to say good. Equal to 3, it will be low. Not low, it will be okay. And other than that, it will be low. Okay, 3 items. So there is my rating column in my product table only. Let's add a new column, new conditional column. And let's name it as a segment. That's the name of my new column. If my column name ratings is greater than or equal to 4. Okay, I'm solving the question number 2. Segment is the name of the new column. If rating is greater than or equal to 4, output needs to be good. Next, there are 3 conditions. By default, there is an option for only 2 conditions. First is this and second is else. But I am also having one more condition. So that's why I'm going to add a clause. So you can add as many clauses as you want. So it is just going to give you more conditions to add. Like you want to do this, you want to do that. So one after another, you are having that liberty to do that. So again, same column, ratings is equals. So there is nothing else that I want to do. I want to do equals to only, equals to 3. Then your output will be okay. And if it's nothing, any one of these 2, then else is low. If you couldn't solve this question, suppose if it was you couldn't do it, so this is your answer. Segment is the name of the new column. Ratings is the column name. Greater than or equal to 4 is good. Equal to is 3. Anything less than that will be low. Anything other than that will be low actually. So let's click on OK. And this is my new column. So it's supposed to contain 3 different values representing the numbers. Chalo. So question number 3, as Ashutosh rightly mentioned, we have already done that in the class. So it is something about splitting the column in 2. So there was a column about, I guess, city and state only. We found out like how to do the split by a delimiter concept. So let me show you something else on the same data. Do we have, yeah. So there is shipping address in my 2021 data. You can use any column. Okay, I'm just showing you other than split by delimiter, what are the options. Are we okay? Should I go ahead with this point or do you need some time to cover that topic? Cover the question number 2. Okay, perfect. Let's go. So other than shipping address, other than the split column by delimiter, there is an option for number of characters and number of positions. Sorry, just the position. So as we already have talked about it, number of characters means if I click here, so you just want to give the number of character, like how many after every character, how many number of characters you want to split. So if I want to split it after every 4th character, and either you want to do it from the left hand side or right hand side, or do you want to do it continuously back to back? So that's what you have to decide here. If I just want to do it for the 4th position from the left, then that will be only one time it is going to divide and the column will get split on basis of that. So only first 4 characters will get divided or get splitted because of this particular split column by position. Can somebody try giving me the use case of it? Like where you are going to use this split by position? Any scenario that you can think of?
I think when we separate full name from full name to first and last name, like if they are separated by space.
But space position can be different in every row. Ashutosh is having 8 characters, right? After that, Akriti is having only 7 characters. So if I am giving 8 position, so it will not be same for everybody, right? Everyone is having different names of different characters.
Or we can also do phone number, right? So they have like equal number separated. With,
again, it won't be possible because, for example, for USA, +1 is the country code. For India, it is +91. So if you are going to use it for column, like split by column, so we are not going to get the same number of characters to divide for all the country codes. Are we getting, like, we do you understand, like everybody else has number of character, like which character, like how many characters you want to pass and then you want to split. Any other scenario that anyone think of? Iska use case, what is the use case that you can think of with this feature? No one? Like there is some what can I say about it? There is very regular kind of a scenario that you can think of. So do you remember I created the index column? An idea behind that index column was I gave a particular sequence to that index column. I don't remember now where I have kept it. Original table, is this the one? See, so this index column. So how did I build this index column? I told you that in my college, I used to have the enrollment ID on the basis of year. Then it could connect to the 01, 02, 03 as per the batch when all over the year when my batch is starting, suppose, according to that. And then finally there will be my number. So 2024 represents first 4 characters represents year. After that 2 characters represents month. And after that 3 character represents my actual roll number. That will be in my class. So if you want to split your overall column, you can split it in this scenario. So sometimes you get the combination of different categories, and that is just going to get combined together like this. So first of all, like you can just do one by one. Like just split the first 4 characters, and then after that let's just split 2 characters, and finally it will be the remaining column. Does that make sense? Like where we are going to use the split by column, split by character. Yes, no's? Cool.
Yes, got it.
Yeah. So, and finally there is split by position. Where is this split by position? This is a numerical column, but we can convert that to the text, and then I can try it. Split by column. So number of characters is just by 1 by 1, 4, 2, we can do it. If I go with the by position, so you can give the position, like if after every third, like at 3rd position you want to split, then after 5th position you want to split, after 10th position you want to split. You have to just give that, you just have to give that position by giving commas. So for example, right now my index column supposed to get splitted at 4th position, after 4, then after 7, and there are like 2 places where I need the split, and there are the random different places. So what I can do, so first of all 0, 1, 2, 3, 3rd position is the first, then after 4, 5. So 5th position. I don't exactly know like if it is going to start from 0th position or 1 position. So let's try doing that. If it works, good. If it doesn't, so we are going to use 4 and 6. Okay. So what did I do here when I'm writing down the position? So each character, so 2 is on, suppose, is on 0th position. Okay, let me change the color. So 2 is on first position, 0 is on second position, next 2 is third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So there are number of characters, okay, which character we are dealing with. So after 2024, I want to do the split. After 07, I want to do the split. So there are different positions when I want to do the split. So fourth position and then sixth position. So I am just right now, I am just confused about if it is 3 and 5, because sometimes 0 position is where it starts. Either it will start from 0 or it will start from 1. So let's see if 3 and 5 works or not. If I click OK, so no, it didn't work. So it is 40 and 701. It doesn't make sense right now. So again, let's get back. So 2024, 202. So let's try to make it for 4 and 6 if it works. No, 2024, and this is the roll number. Index 1 is my month name, and there was one more thing. Okay, I have to give 3 columns to do that. So first position, then fourth position, sixth. So 2024, then I have to, like, I'm also experiment actually. I know how to use it, but I don't know like from which position it starts and it goes. Okay, now it is perfectly divided. Right. So it's supposed to start from 0. So 0 to fourth position, first split. Fourth to sixth position, second split. So on that basis, from 0 to 4, 2024 is divided. From 4 to 6th, 07 is divided. And from after 6, it is the last column. So that is split column by position. Okay, instead of doing it one by one, in a one go, we can do it in this scenario. Okay, did you get it? Like what I was talking about 0 and 1 concept? Is it, if anyone is there who is listening this concept for the first time, let me know. I will explain that again. What is this 0 and 1 concept? Anybody is there who don't know like what is this 0 and 1? Like when I said it might start from 0 or start from 1. So it is number of character. Either you can start counting it from 0 place, or you can start counting it from first place. That's what.
Rashika, so when we are taking 1 instead of 0, so it will start giving us values from 0, right? From 0.
Before 2 as well. Correct. 0 means 2 is one's position. So before 0 means it is like even before 2. So there is nothing. There is a space. So from 0th position means even before starting the number, it is starting that count. So 0th to 4th. So 1, 0, 2, 4. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4th position, that's where it is going to stop. And after that, 6th position. So 0 and 7, that was the 6th position afterwards.
Oh, okay.
So it is starting from 1 only, but we are supposed to give the 0th start. Like the kickstart is going to start from 0th day.
Yeah, correct. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so the next question, last question. Show only 2 columns, one with the rating and second with number of ratings. For example, if 2 rating is given 34 times, then rating column will be 2 and number of ratings column will be 4. We have done it, but I want you to do it again, like try to perform it without any guidance right now. Which feature we are going to use and how we are going to do. First of all, figure it out. Is it a column level feature or table or table level feature, or is it related to the any type of data type? So we are dealing with 2 columns. One column is rating, another is number of ratings. Do we have number of ratings? If not, then how to find out? And how we are going to get the table only with rating column and number of rating column. We have already done it, okay? Again, next 2 minutes, next 2 or 3 minutes, if you are ready, you can say the yes. I guess Ashutosh has already finished it. Anybody else? Bhavya is good. Diana is done. Is there any way we can check our calculation? Yes. You tell me. Like calculation means you want to cross check, na? Like how many numbers, if what numbers we are seeing, are those correct or not? Is this what you are asking, right?
Yes.
So you tell me,
I
like
mean, we can filter
no filter, no. There is a direct option. We have seen it yesterday.
Advanced editor. I think we can also see it in
Advanced editor.
Yeah,
no.
like whatever we are performing, it will be like it will display.
You want to know if that rating 2 is giving 34. If your calculation or if your answer is giving 34, so it is correct or not. You want to check that, right?
Yes.
Count of that particular number. So who can tell me like where you are going to find it? Group by feature is correct, but if you want to cross check if it is right or not, correct, Gayana. Data preview. Yesterday we had this topic. So you remember that is a column profile, I think. I also see, I always get confused.
Got it.
Remember that is a column profile. If I select this rating, it will give us the distribution. So 5 is repeated 167 times, 4 is 164 times, and 3 is 84 times, and 2 is 48 times. If it is what your group by is also showing, so it means it is correct.
Mine is showing completely different.
Are you doing the sum or you are doing the count?
Count.
Okay. So let's try to do it. There is like 463 number of rows here. Let's try doing it. So I have a rating column. I'm going to just change this one only. Right click on a rating column, as rightly said by Sagar. It is a group by function. So right click on a ratings, click on a group by. So I'm going to add a new step. So let me be on the new step only. Okay, ratings and group by. Rating is the column. New column name is number of ratings. Count the rows. Okay, and let's click on OK. So this is it. This is what we have got, na, Ashutosh. I said the same numbers. 4 is 164. Okay. Then 5 is 167, 3 is 84, and 2 is 48. Was it not?
I don't know why my result is showing different person.
Did you filter out some data from the given table? Aisa kuch? You check like your previous step. Suppose the data is filtered out previously, or you are taking it from the different tables. Suppose because it is rating column is also in different tables as well. यहाँ पे भी है 2021 data. In this also there is rating column 2022 data में भी है.
I'm using a DIM product state.
DIM products only. Then एक बार like let's see, please check it out if it is for filters. कुछ filter अगर previously apply होगा तो. Because if you have overall number of columns, if there are supposed to be 463 rows to get these answers. Chalo. So that was the last question. You are also getting different. So I think it is because of some filter, or probably, see, I have filtered some rows. Like you didn't, but I guess I have filtered something. There is a filter rows where only top tier data is showing. अच्छा ये मेरे side में problem है. Sorry, it is not you, it is me, guys. ये मेरे side में problem है. So I have filtered out the data. Your answers are correct. ठीक है. चलो. There are again 2 or 3 questions that I would like to show, but it is like try to think about it in a theory because it is PL300 topic questions. So there are a couple of Power Query editor related PL300 dumps that I want to show you. Chalo. So the question number 1 is on your screen. Just read the question and you are supposed to answer it by reading it. Okay, right now. So we are 5 minutes left with our joining with our second part of the today's session. So let's do it quickly. Question is, you have a Microsoft Excel workbook that contains 2 sheets named sheet 1 and sheet 2. Okay, so there is a product 1, product 2, like name it like that. So sheet 1 is table 1, sheet 2 is table 2. So these are the 2 tables that you can see. Okay, there is first table. I'm using white on white. Okay, so there is first table and there is second table. You need to use Power Query Editor to combine the products from table 1 and table 2 into the following table that has one column containing no duplicate value. So this is what we are supposed to achieve. Okay. Which three actions should you perform in sequence to answer? Move the appropriate action from the list of action to the answer area. So this is drag and drop question. Okay, there are couple of steps is given to us. You have to give the correct sequence, what you are going to perform to get the correct answer here. So your output looks like this, and your inputs are this two, product and this one. So what do you think? What are the steps that we are going to follow to get this type of output? Try to tell me this right now, and then I will show you the options here. Raise the hand right now. Okay, this time raise the hand if you want to answer, suppose. These are the two tables. You have to do something so that the output will be this. Anyone? Yes, Gaina. Go ahead. I got Gaina's answer first.
So we can append these two columns and then we can use the option of remove duplicates.
Correct. Anybody else who is against this answer? Yes, no? All good with the answer? Let's see the options, like how it has been written in exams. So there are these 5 features, 5 steps. There are 3 steps that we have to use. They have given the 3 answers, I guess. There are 3 actions that we have to perform. Gaina mentioned only 2 steps. There is one more step that they are asking us to perform. What do you think? Which one will it be? Which one of these will make more sense to add the third step? What will it be? So other than Gaina this time, give me the correct sequence. Raise the hand. Okay, there is an option to do the import, you says. But just to give you the heads up, data is already imported in your from your Excel file to your table. So you do not have to perform that task again. Data is already done importing from Excel. Cleaning the data. Think about, like, these are the actions. What you have to do, how to solve this question. These are the actions. It is not in a proper sequence. Okay. All of these are not in proper sequence. These are the answers. You have to arrange it. So which step supposed to go first, then second, then third, something in that way. So let me tell you. First of all, we are going to append the data. As rightly said by Gaina, it is about appending the data. First of all, where is this append process? First, probably supposed to be this. After appending it, we are going to check if there are any errors that is happening after appending. And once errors has been solved, after that, we are going to remove the duplicates. So the 3 steps I have to check. So I will do these 3. After appending, if there are any errors that has formed, and after that, I will remove the duplicates out of this process. Okay, that was question 1. Let's see the answer in some time. Question 2 is about data profiling. Yesterday we did this topic, unique versus distinct. Tell me fast, there is 69 distinct, 4 unique. So what do you say? There are this number of different values in state, including nulls. There are this number of non-null values that occur only once in state. What is supposed to be the answer from this drop down? 69 distinct and 4 unique are with you. So for the first pointer, what can be the answer? Put your answer in the chat box. All you have to do is you have to tell them what is distinct and what is unique specifies here, and accordingly you have to select the correct answer right now. Yesterday only we solved this, understood this topic. So Ramya says there are 69 different values in a state, including null, and there are 4 non-null values that occur only once in a state. Others, I minimum need 2 to 3 answers. Okay, correct. So that was the topic and question related to data profiling. We will see the answer in some time. I'm sorry, I have arranged the answers at the very last. So third question, pivot and unpivot. You receive annual sales data that must be included in Power BI report. From Power Query Editor, you connect to the Microsoft Excel source shown in the following exhibit. So I will show you the data, how it looks like. You need to create a report that meets the following requirement. First of all, we have to arrange the table. The way the table is given to us, we have to arrange it in such a way that you can visualize the sales value over a period of year and month. Then you can add a slicer for the month, and you can also should add slicer for the year. Which 3 actions should you perform in sequence to answer or move the appropriate action? So we have to give again 3 actions to get the perfect result. So what are those supposed to be the 3? Okay, I guess I have not added that table. Okay, let's block this question. Sorry, I have not added that table. It's supposed to show that table on the screen. But this is how it will be. There will be the question, and there will be the chart, or there will be a table shown to you, and accordingly you have to arrange this particular action. Okay, on 1, 2, 3 pointer. So last question of the day, it is about mQuery. Try to understand what is happening. So it says you attempt to use Power Query Editor to create a custom column and receive the error message shown in the following exhibit. So this is your error message. Use the drop-down menu to select the answer choice that completes each statement based on the information presented in the graphics. So this is particular question that we're dealing with. We cannot apply operator and to type text and number. So the error is caused by, what do you think what is happening? And the desired outcome of the result is, what do you think what is happening? What was my expectation that it should show, and what is the error that they are showing right now? Okay, Akriti is saying mismatch data type, and answer is supposed to be A1. Due to data type mismatch, Sagar, okay, mismatch data type. Okay, let's see what's the answer of this question. So answer area is started. Very first question was appending the table, removing the error, and finally removing the duplicates. Okay, 3 steps. Question number 2, 69 and 4. So that is correct, everyone. Question number 3, so this was supposed to be the answer, but I didn't give you the table, so sorry for that. And finally, current answer is correct, everyone. It is a mismatch data type. On top of that, answer is A1. Chalo, perfect. So this type of questions were coming from PL300. So I have just collected couple of those on the basis of the topics that has been done. All right. I will share the slides with you. You can go through those topics again if you want. And that is it with our doubt clearing topic. Is there anything that you want to talk in general, because our guest is already here, and if there is anything quickly I can solve or help you with, I can do that, and otherwise we have to start our session with guest. Okay. So I'm saving this file as well. Chalo, all good. Please give me thumbs ups if you are all good, and we can start ahead. We can go ahead with the next part of our session. Can we share the link of PBI service again, Kumar, Nishant, this is the topic which is beyond what we have done so far. Even though it is making sense to you, not others can understand it. But still, you have asked this question. So my answer is we can do that, but there are restrictions. There used to be one website through that we can share our Power BI link to anyone by Power BI service. But now that website is also paid.